$100 to $1,000. I'm going to show you guys a proof, and I'm going to show you guys how I did it. So the first thing is, let me show you guys the proof, right? This is my account. When I first enter my trade, you can see it's $113, the balance. And this is my account after a couple of days. You can see it's up $700 in profit. Then this is my account just few hours after the $700 profit, and you can see I closed my balance now is at $1,000. And these are all the trades that I enter. And you can also see that the account is real for those who's like trying to doubt and stuff. I don't really care, but hey. So for those who join my free Telegram, right? And you guys can join my free Telegram if you want to. If you don't, that's fine. It's not a big deal. I'm not trying to sell you guys nothing, and I would never sell you guys nothing. But for those who are in the free Telegram, I did send a message to the group saying that, hey, I'm challenging myself. I'm trying to flip $100 to $2,000, even though I closed it at $1,000, and I will explain why. And I tell everyone that if you join, just know that it's a high risk. You can actually lose all your money. So for those who join, they make massive profits, right? So let me show you guys how I actually did it. So the pair that I trade was Euro USD, right? So the first thing I did was I go to the weekly, and I was looking at the charts, and what I see a strong level right here, and I see a huge candlestick. I know you guys can see this, a huge candlestick. So after I see the huge candlestick in the week on the weekly, I know market is gonna retrace, right? So now the only thing I have to look for is where can Euro USD retrace back to, so I can take a proper trade, right? So the first place I was looking for Euro USD to retrace is when I go to the daily. I was thinking about Euro USD was gonna retrace to this level, right? This was the first level I was looking at. I was like, this is the perfect level for Euro USD to come retrace, or maybe this one. It's either, let me just mark this up, it's either this level or this level. This was the two perfect level. Then I see this level, right? And I look at this level. I'm like, which level is more stronger? This one or this one or this one? Now let's identify it. So you can see this one, you only have one rejection, two rejection, and three rejection, four rejection. This one have 1, 2, but this one have 1, 2, 3 right there, 4, 5, 6, 7, right, 8, 9. You have a lot of rejection. And for me, when I look for a place where I feel like market is going to retrace, I look for where there's a lot of rejection, right? So I was like, okay, fine. That's a stronger level. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for market to come back to this level, right? Because when you take a break and retest, it's more risky. A perfect trade will have been here. A perfect trade will have been here. So when you take anything in here, it's a risky trade. So you got to be very, very careful. And the reason why I say up here and down here is a perfect trade. On the weekly, you can see that this is a stronger level. Stronger level. You can see in here, it's just consolidating. So it's very risky when you take a trade in here, right? So when I see the retrace on the daily, right, I say, okay, fine, this is a strong zone. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for the market to come back down. And market go up, come back down. As soon as it give me a bullish candlestick, I enter. And as soon as I enter, right, and I know that I don't know what time it was, but I know Trump was going to speak, right? I know Trump was going to speak somehow. So I know I just put a buy stop right here, because I was like, if it push out with some kind of a huge volume, then I feel like it's just going to flag up because Trump is going to speak, right? So I just set a buy stop right there. That's why I see I add another position. The place I was actually trying to add position was right here, up here, right? I was trying to add position here and put my stop loss something like this and aim for like 1, 2, 2. But because I see that Trump was going to speak, I was like, this is 50-50 chance. It can either drop, come down, take me out, or it can keep going up. So I take a leap of faith. I add a buy stop and market trigger my buy stop, and guess what? It even take a few it just take like a few hours, and it just goes up. So my initial TP was all the way up here, right? You can see my TP was actually up there. But what happened is, when I look at the weekly, I see that there's lots of rejection around this level, right? You can see rejection here, rejection here, rejection here, rejection here, rejection. So I was like, you know what? I know how EURUSD move. It's the kind of pair that before it goes to like a strong level, which this is, it will kind of like consolidate, move up, move down before you actually go to that level. So I was like, okay, fine. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get out of the trade and close $1,000. $1,000 is better. And as you guys can see, it's actually dropping. And I was completely right. And I even sent this in the group, right? I explained it. I was like, I see a rejection zone, so I decided to close $1,000, right? So I did tell everyone when I was out. So you can see right now, it did go up a little bit, but it's coming back down because of rejection zone, right? So I'm gonna do another flip again for those who's watching this video that I watched till the end. Another flip will be when market come back to this level, right? This will not be a strong, you don't want to take a strong sell. The sell is not going to be all the way down, right? I feel like it's just going to be a quick retrace back to this level. So no matter how you do it, right, add position, do whatever you do. So I feel like it's just going to go up like this, come back down, and maybe push back up. That's what I'm predicting. But do what you want to do. I'm not a financial advisor, but that's the trade I'm looking for next. I'm going to deposit another $100, and that's what I'll be looking for next. So if you did not join the free Telegram, join it, and I'll be sending that as well. So please subscribe, punch the likes button. Peace out.